Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So here today with another Stupendium reaction. This one is titled No One's Home. My goodness, that sounds kind of sad. That sounds kind of sad. What tragedy are we in for today? And why is that dog barking the second I start recording? I don't know. But there are questions in life that, I could probably find out, what tragedy we're getting into. We're getting into a Beholder free rap featuring McGwire. So, as usual with Stupendium, one, I've got a playlist of Stupendium that I've reacted to. So, if you are interested in seeing more after this one, go check out that playlist. But with that said as well, as always, I'll have the link of the original video in the description down below. I currently have hay fever, so if I do sound, like a stuffy nose, like a runny nose, I hate hay fever. Why is there conspiracy theory about everything except for hay fever? If there was a conspiracy theory that the government created hay fever, you know what? I would 100% believe it. That is the only conspiracy theory that I subscribe to, because hay fever is just the bane of my existence. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, go watch the original one, go support the original video, go support Stupendium, and then come back and watch my reaction to it. With that said, in addition to that, just because I'm doing a lot of content this month and next month and the month after and the rest of the year, haha, just let me know what you want to see next. I currently don't have a list, so anything that people recommend, would go on that list immediately, and would just go off from there. So if you have anything else that you want me to recommend, if you have anything else that you want me to react to, recommend your recommendations down, or leave your recommendations down below more so than anything. With that said, we're gonna get started, ladies and gentlemen, with No One's Home. Obviously, I'm not familiar with Beholder Free. I think I say that every reaction as of this point, because I'm a fraudulent gamer. I'm a fraudulent gamer. That's just the way it is. But yeah, we're gonna get started with this one. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Oh my.
Safeguarding of our society's cultural integrity. You would do well to subscribe to the Stupendium.
I agree with that one. Oh, I agree with that one, Ooh, what's this? It's not a glockenspiel, I know. That's like my first thought.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to your new home in apartment 2 with 1 bedroom and a splendid view. Just don't forget when the rent is due. We expect all.
Alright, so, sorry. I know, pausing right off the get-go. But, okay. One, I like I think it's a steel drum. I should really know this, considering that I played the steel drums for like a year or two. But I think it's a steel drum being played in the background. That's the instrumentation. But then in addition to that, you've obviously got the visual art style, which is just, hey, the visual art style is really nice. I really love it. Let's go back.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to your new home in apartment 2 with 1 bedroom and a splendid view. Just don't forget when the rent is due. We expect all residents to abide by tenancy rules. Keep quiet, keep clean, keep telling the truth. Present evidence of any element to have better to do than to comply with our societal requirements. Those who stay in line might just survive until retirement.
Oh my.
Oh no. Laundry room to hide an item in the dryer. Freddy's pocket state provide.
Okay. You know what? I thought this game would be wholesome. I thought it's like a life simulator, actually a rent simulator wouldn't be wholesome, because I think that would just be sad and depressing. But yeah, I like a Sims game. That's what I thought. Now I'm thinking it's like a scary or horror game, which makes sense with the Stupendium. Because yeah, if you look at a history of kind of games that he seems to enjoy, that he makes videos about, they seem to be these more niche indie games that I haven't heard of per se. Maybe they're not that niche, but that they have a horror theme to them, I want to say, But yeah, let's go back a little. Okay, this is, yeah, it's not exactly your neighborhood. It's not exactly your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah.
Went to the laundry room to hide an item in the dryer. Freddy's pocket state provided.
And obviously the lyrics as well.
With every regulation, and you'll find food on the table. It's not a state provided. You find decadence is wasteful. It's been perfect since the state decided what decor is tasteful.
Oh, I like that. Sorry, I don't. We're pausing too much. I like it though. We start off with this, not a state provided, wasteful, state decided. I like it. I'm wearing the wrong tie for this, aren't I? You know what? Screw it. We're getting a different tie. I'm not going to put it on properly. This is the best we can do. I literally just just put it on because it fits thematically. All right. If it looks odd, hey, I don't care. Just go with the flow. All right. Just go with the flow.
Activities, I'm just a standard landlord. Glory to the ministry.
Oh. Oh.
Keep a secret from the building that you keep it in.
Woo.
Friend your fellow tenant, show a smile and keep it pleasant. But no, everyone's a friend until you need to turn some people in. It's the breathing on the phone.
I mean, I've not looked at our society like that, but sure. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, thematically, I love this. You know, you've got like almost like Big Brother just watching. You know, we all live together, but you know, no one's home. That theme.
To get through the day, behold you to play with the rules of behavior. The slave reapprove all the tunes you play when alone in a room. Well, to whom do you pray? Assume that your neighbours are moving away. When the black man comes in the night, you're numb to the sight of another one fumbling for someone to for the life. Or the ones
Well,
can arrive, and they're gone for the sun can arrive to a government provided bunker for some realignment. It's just fine. You can judge it's a wonderful time.
Oh my goodness, this is dark.
I'm not recording. Your paranoia is awfully boring, according to all of your friends have told to me. But you broke up to your honest thought and the law were me. My provided mics are tiny and I can't transcribe properly. Should you ever behold me with my peepers pressed to a keyhole, you can trust I'm just checking the tumblers for us. I'm a custodian, not a ministry mole. Settling for a night of...
You know what? This is a banger. Like, this one is like a... It feels like he's speaking to me right now. Just like... I know there's like instrumentation going on in the background, but it feels like he's just speaking to me. Like, this just feels like a horrorcore, you know, almost like a horrorcore movie in a way. And I know that's the theme, like, you know, the conspiracy. Did I? You know what? At the beginning, I was talking about like conspiracy theories. Hey, fever, this is what this video is about. Oh, but I cracked the code before I even watched the video. Oh! No questioning what that red light is about. Now we've been on your ceiling since the time you were out. It's just a little gaslighting, put aside any doubts. You find in your house, you confide to your spouse any crimes going out. Any tiny amount, new ideas found is the matter I bounce, cause I'm writing them down on a tight account. What's the matter every night or two if I sneak in, never raffle through. But depending what I find, well, you'll be faced with another kind of raffle too. Privacy is the cry of the defiant compliancy. But you know what, I'll try not to pause it as much. But of course. So the rise of a tyrant becomes entirely viable. You will find that the spying is really quite justifiable. Why are you crying when it's your blind eye that's liable? Handy landlord here to fix your fence. All right, a few things. I'm sorry, I have to pause it, right? Because there's so much that I want to talk about. Well, there's not that much. I do want to like talk about it at the end more and, you know, wrap up my thoughts. But one thing, I think it was a banjo that just came in for like a few like don't. Yeah, this song is getting creepy. Like, I'm sorry, if you're like if you live in a bad neighborhood, right, or you live a very sheltered life, all I'm gonna say is, right, if it's like midnight for you right now, the man in black are real. The man in black are real. They're about to take you. Handy landlord here to fix your ventilation whistling. Too many questions that it's not the air that needs conditioning. Jeez! Listening, but worry, it prefers the words glory to the ministry. Hey, glory to the ministry. Keep a secret from the building that you keep it in. Friend your fellow tenant, show a smile and keep it pleasant. But no, everyone's a friend until you need to turn some people in. It's the breathing on the phone, hiding just beneath the tone. It's the deep state. When no one's home, you may be on your own, but you'll never be alone. Yes, we all live here, but it's no one's home. Oh no. Oh no. There's always someone else. There is always someone else.
Compliance in watching this video. And extend our thanks to our most loyal of tenants on Patreon for making vital cultural endeavors possible. Let it be known that the resident McGwire has been taken into custody for possession of an incredible singing voice held without license.
Respect.
If you enjoyed this video, citizens must like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you did not enjoy, the ministry mandates that you do so anyway. And to learn the state secrets of how these videos get made, we advise you pay a visit to the Stupendium Patreon. In the meantime, thank you for watching. We'll be returning the favor.
Two things. Donson, beat produced by Donson. Very much enjoyed it. Obviously, as I said, this one had a very creepy vibe. Going for it, of course, naturally. McGwire, great singing voice, and Stupendium, as usual. As usual. I don't think I need to say that much anymore. But like, it's expected. It's expected. You know, the kind of quality you're getting from a audio perspective, from a video perspective, just from a production perspective. And you know what? I might join the Patreon. You know, I know some of the magic gets lost once you actually see how it's being done. But as someone that like would, I'm not gonna create videos like that myself. I don't have talent. Like I can't sing. I can't rap. I can't construe a few words together that sound, you know, nice. I'm just here. I'm just in front of a camera watching something. That's my superpower, I guess. But hey, nah, that's why I would never be able to do it. But I would love to be able to maybe like one day just like, I don't know, do something, right? And so just getting like the BTS of the situations would, I think, read pretty well. Because I always try to like deconstruct it with my limited knowledge. So I don't know, maybe that might be something that I'll check out. I always wanted to get the mug as well. I still haven't. I don't know why. But yeah, with that said, this one, I think most people, you know, the book, not the TV show, obviously. Not the TV show. But I think most people, you know, at least are aware of the book, Big Brother. This is, again, I've not played Beholder 3. I've not played any of the Beholders. I don't even know what it is. You know, as I said, I thought it was like more like a rent simulator or something along those lines. But definitely, you know, the Big Brother, the ministry, the state, you know, come on now. Come on now. It's clear what we're going for here. It's clear what the game is going for. It's clear what the song is going for. You know what? I actually quite like it. Because I always like these, like, you know, someone's watching you, every move. You gotta, you know, act, you know, do your secret moves, you know, act in the shadows while you're being watched, that kind of thing. I always thought, like, story-wise, it always make for, like, very interesting stories. You know, maybe I'm gonna sound bad saying this, but, like, I've always been very interested to see, like, how people, I've always loved reading, obviously not seen it myself, but I always loved reading about, like, people that, you know, managed to escape while either in captivity or, you know, in some certain circumstances, whether that be historically speaking, whether that be, you know, during Germany during, you know, in the 1940s, or whether that was, you know, captivity or slavery. I always loved reading about things like that. Granted, a lot of the time it just kind of gets repetitive, but there are good stories to be made, because, you know, when people are brought to the edge of, I don't know, we're kind of like deviating here, but when people are like brought to the edge of their, it's not so much sanity, but when people are brought to the edge, to the brink of like what they can stomach and what they can't stomach, it, you know, it creates interesting stories. And I always liked stories that focused on like the individuals, their mindset, their story, their philosophy, their I can't speak today, and I blame my stuffed nose for that. I've got a legitimate reason today for that. All right, hay fever, that's my reason. But I always enjoyed like reading stories like that, and because it just, when people are brought to the absolute brink and they have to like find a way out, to me it just makes it very interesting. And obviously in this song gave us a different perspective. It didn't give us the perspective of like, you know, the people trying to escape. It gave us mostly a perspective of, well, the overlord. And you know what? Hey, I like it. I like it. It has this very much like, I always compare it, because what I did, you know, the Big Brother, what I did learn about that in school, I always think about Doctor Who for some reason. You know, Doctor Who New Who season 1. I think it's like episode 11. Bad Wolf. Okay, that's what I think about. Right, like your whole life is being watched, controlled, so on and so forth, and it's just credit system. And I mean, it's very much a modern thing as well. Like you go to like some countries, in well, I was gonna say Eastern Asia, but just Asia in general. There's a lot of things like that, like surveillance going on, and let's just say it's very real today as well. I like this, watchful eye, this big eye, just watching all of us, watching all of our moves, and just seeing like what we're doing, if we're doing anything wrong, anything that could go against the state, or if we're being faithful little sheeps. I'm a faithful little sheep, so I'm gonna subscribe to the stipendium. I mean, I'm already subscribed, but you know what you should be? You should be a faithful little sheep. You should be subscribing to me. You should be liking this video. You should be. Do people even use the bell? I don't know. I don't even. I actually know I do use the bell, but you should click on that bell, and you should comment down below what you want to see next. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I will see all of you in the next one. Everyone, until then, have a nice day. Peace out, and as always, see ya.